Hey everybody, amazing fragrances that you can find at Ulta, Macy's, and Sephora. I'm gonna stay away from places like Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus just because those aren't as accessible to some people. And I know I just made a video saying that I would advise against buying from retail stores off of first sniff though, okay? But this video is mainly for people that are new to fragrances and you just want a place that's gonna have a lot of selection and you want to test it on yourself. Okay, so these are fragrances that I would ask the representative or the whoever the customer person is there about, so you can smell them. The first one on the masculine side is Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. That fragrance is a very sexy, fresh, clean, peppery kind of scent. If you're somebody that does like that Dior Sauvage DNA, but you find it a bit too peppery in the opening, and I'm specifically talking about the EDT concentration, then try Prada Carbon. On top of that, I find it to be a smoother version of Sauvage, and it's also much more affordable. So give that one a shot when you're at Macy's or wherever, and then you can find a really good priced Prada Carbon for maybe mid 40s, definitely like less than $50. So great fragrance. And by the way, all the ones that I'm going to mention, solid compliment getters and just very mass appealing. Okay, another one on the feminine side that I talk about a lot, and I will never ever stop talking about this, is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. If you're a girl that's just looking for a very, very sexy fragrance that they can wear to anything and it's gonna fit any situation, Good Girl is an amazing fragrance. Now, this has a clusterfuck of like 30 notes. So I can't tell you, like, even though there's, I think, cacao and vanilla in this fragrance, are those two notes dominant in this scent? No, it just smells like pure sexiness to me. And on Fragrantica, I think it's listed as a white floral scent, but I don't see that. I know there's tuberose in here, but usually when I think of white floral, I'm assuming that it's a much more mature, older woman kind of smell, but that is definitely not Good Girl. However, there are a lot of moms that like to use this scent just because it's youthful, it's fun, it's really sexy, and this one's long lasting. You easily get over 8 hours with this fragrance. Now, I'm also gonna leave everything linked in case you wanna check it out, like and compare prices on discount sites versus retail, so you can smell it at these retail stores and then get it at a discount site if you want. Now, another one that's versatile like Good Girl, that still pulls a ton of compliments, but is more on the fresh side if this is too sweet for you, is Versace Bright Crystal. And that sample is in my sister's room right now, but that smells like pomegranates, lotus, and magnolia. So that fragrance to me has this icy cool kind of vibe. It's definitely much more fresh, but it still is very sexy. Okay, the first time I wore that scent, because I was just testing it on my arm, it was really projecting, and I got a couple compliments when I was walking by people. So it's definitely a scent that if you wear it on dates, your date will love it. You wear it when you're at the grocery store, everyone around you will be like, oh my God, yeah, that smells nice. It's just a very decent, pleasant smell. Some people complain about longevity, but I will say, I complimented my sister on that fragrance like 8 hours after she applied it. So I think that it's a fragrance that you can easily get nose blind to if you're wearing it. But when I was with her, it was just like on and off. Like I would get whiffs of it in the air and I was just like, dang, that is such a good fragrance. It's a great everyday scent. Okay, one on the masculine side that I'm gonna recommend. I said Carbon. I'm gonna mention, we're gonna do another Prada, actually. Hold on, nope, changed my mind. I'm going to do the OG Spice Bomb. This is the extreme bottle. So the OG Spice Bomb is more of a transparent kind of bottle, and it has the spices in the opening that punched me in the face the first time I smelled that thing. I was like, whoa. It gave me, like, my reaction to that scent, I was immediately drawn to it. You know how there's fragrances that slowly envelop you into this delicious cloud? That one literally punches you in the throat and it like makes its presence known, and it's either you like it or you don't. But it's just one of those fragrances that just oozes sex appeal, in my opinion. Spice Bomb, the original, is a masculine fragrance. It's marketed to men. However, when I talked to the Sephora worker, she said that a lot of girls actually go buy that fragrance for themselves because they love it so much. So ladies, if you're interested in trying that one, give it a shot at Sephora, see how it wears on your skin, and then get back to me on that. Get back to me on that because, and for the guys that are like, oh wait, I don't want something that if girls are wearing it and blah, 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 don't worry, it's not a feminine scent. I just think that it's unisex enough that nobody's gonna question you if you're a woman wearing it. They're not gonna be like, oh, you're wearing a men's cologne. Because even me wearing Spice Bomb Extreme, and on Fragrantica, they say that it's a very masculine cologne. Both guys and girls have complimented me on this and they've loved it. No one's like, yeah, that smells, you smell like a man. Like, there's none of that. I did get that when I was testing Bleu de Chanel. I think I was around my aunt. She's like, that smells like a man. And I was like, yeah, it's a men's thing, but this isn't really something that I wear anyways. But as a fragrance reviewer, I want to test things on my own skin to see how I feel about it and how other people feel about it. Okay, so that's two. A feminine one, super, super beautiful, is Guerlain's Mongeau EDP. I know there's a lot of flankers of this fragrance. Haven't tried them yet, but this is still one of my favorite standard designer perfumes marketed to women. This is a regal, classy, divine femininity kind of fragrance to me. It smells like lavender and vanilla. And if you're somebody that you've smelt Good Girl, you've smelt Viva La Juicy Couture, and you just find them to be a bit too youthful and you want something that is going to smell much more classy and sophisticated, then try this fragrance right here. This is just that scent. It's that scent. And you know what, if you don't know what I mean, then maybe I'll explain that in another video, but this is actually my mother's signature scent. However, don't take that as, oh, it's a fragrance that people in their mid-40s, mid-50s wear. No, this is a fragrance that I think even if you're a woman in your 20s, is gonna smell absolutely gorgeous on you. This will pull a ton of compliments easily. The lasting power with this one, around seven-ish hours, but in the opening, like the projection within that first hour is amazing. Like when my mom would wear this, I would smell her before she entered the room. And she only would do like 2 sprays of pretty much every fragrance that she uses, 2 or 3 sprays. And I was easily able to detect this and to smell it. And I really, really did love it. So I think that this is a great gift for just your really feminine girlfriend that just wants that. She's a little posh, you know, she's very classy. She's an elegant girl, you know? Okay, now on the masculine side, I am going to be staying away from fragrances like L'Homme and La Nuit de l'Homme, mainly because, like I said in the beginning, well, I also want to give you fragrances that last easier. These easily become skin scents, and a lot of people aren't very comfortable overspraying when they're new to fragrances. They'll only do like 1 or 2. So at least the ones that I've shown here, or that I've mentioned, they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid with performance. Okay, so I would suggest, not Allure Homme Sport. I said Spice Bomb. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. Prada Lum. I know that this is my second Prada, but this one it smells like luxurious fabric softener. That's it. People get soapy on this fragrance, and I see that. But on me, it just smells like luxurious fabric softener on some silk linens. It's just a very, very also sexy, like beautiful, sexy kind of fragrance. This one is marketed as a masculine fragrance. However, I've worn this myself. My sister has worn it herself. And there's actually a lot of women that have bought this off of my recommendation, and they've just been swarmed with compliments from women, from men. And like I mentioned with Spice Bomb, those compliments, or like people aren't saying, you're wearing something masculine, you're wearing a men's thing, now blah, blah, blah. No, like since one is smelling like clean laundry, a masculine thing, you know what I mean? And for the most part, you'll be hard pressed to find somebody that hates this scent. I find this very inoffensive. There are people that are just meh about this fragrance just because, you know, it's something that's simple and it's not challenging. So of course, they're like, some other people are going to want something a bit more daring, but this is just not the fragrance for that. This is just very easy to like. This is just super appealing for everybody. And on top of that, the iris here is just fantastic. Oh my God. To me, this is one of those fragrances where when you smell it in the air, it makes people want to just go up to your neck all the time. This is one of the few designer fragrances I have that somebody followed my scent trail to ask me what I'm wearing and to compliment me because he thought I smelled fantastic. So Prada Lum, this is the EDT concentration. Haven't tried the EDP or the Le Parfum. Yeah, haven't tried those flankers, but this is an iris fragrance, and iris is a floral. So give this one a shot if you just want that clean, laundry-like vibe. And by the way, no one also like complains if you smell clean. Like when they smell Prada Lum, they're not gonna be like, oh, gross, you smell like clean laundry. Because that person's probably like, you probably don't even want to be around that person in general if they're grossed out by the smell of clean laundry, you know? So, and I think I mentioned three from, no, I mentioned, now I'm backtracking, hold on. Spice Bomb, Prada, Good Girl, Mon Guerlain, and, ooh, hold on, let me say another one on the feminine side, Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, because I know I mentioned the OG Spice Bomb, but that one is a sexy, head-turning fragrance. Now, I do think it skews more sweet than fresh, but it still has enough freshness in it to be used as a versatile kind of scent. But out of all the feminine fragrances that I recently tried at Sephora, and that includes things like Miss Dior, even I've tried Mon Paris before and those things were all right, but Flower Bomb is really, really sexy. So give that one a shot. Ladies, or if you're just anybody that likes feminine scents, try Flower Bomb. And lastly, I'm gonna say Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. That's a masculine fragrance. To me, that smells like fresh and clean deodorant. It just smells super good. And it's also another one of those simple fragrances that I can't explain why I like it so much, but it has me by the neck right now. Because when I smelt that fragrance, I was like, there is something about this that is just very, very sexy to me. Okay, and it wasn't anything special. It wasn't like, this has something that all the other ones don't have. Like I did smell White EDP and I loved that. Armani Code was solid, but something about Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, which apparently is a clone of Invictus Aqua 2016, which I haven't tried that fragrance before. But I was like, this is the shit right here. And like, I believe the worker told me it's for that it was maybe around like 50-ish bucks for like the small bottle, but the big one's like 75. But on Max Aroma, it's like $38 for the big bottle. So that's what I mean about looking at discount sites. And I'll leave everything linked in the description if you want that. But yes, give Mont Blanc Legend Spirit a shot if you have less than 40 bucks in your pocket and you're like, damn, where do I put this? I need a good compliment getting sexy fragrance that's going to do me right in every situation. That's the one. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.